niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. Ooh, fresh out the bed. Ooh, count up the dead. Ooh, fresh out the bed. Ooh, count up the dead.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Elisha here, and welcome back to God. This is the show where we discuss everything in the world of football from the past week, and by we, I mean, of course, myself and you, the beautiful, wonderful, amazing people of the world of football. This week we got a lot to talk about. Champions League things, Premier League, all kind of end of the season business. So let's get right to it.
Ooh, fresh out the bed. Ooh, count up the dead.
So first up, we are talking Champions League, and you know what? I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. I'll be man enough to say I was wrong about the whole Ajax-Tottenham game. I thought that it was a pretty even matchup and they were going to go toe-to-toe with each other, okay? I thought it was going to be an even matchup, amazing game, but that's just not what it was, okay? Ajax were all over Tottenham during that whole game. It was not, I don't know, and it's one of those crazy things about Tottenham is they have this magical power of not having much but doing so much with it. I don't know how they only conceded one goal. Ajax were all over them from the first to the last minute. So it seems like they have a lot to look forward to going into the second leg because they only conceded one goal. One goal, despite how much Ajax was really pressing them. Like they were all over them the whole game. But again, it just goes to show what type of season that Ajax is having right now. It's incredible. They're playing at the top level, and they're showing that, maybe they're not just that team that just builds great players and then sends them away and sells them. They have a shot at winning. They have a shot at doing something big with the team that they have. And now they have a big chance of making it into the finals. And right now, to be honest, if they make it to the finals with Barca, I'm more afraid of them than I am of Tottenham, honestly. But speaking of which, Barcelona wins 3-0 against Liverpool at the Camp Nou. Now, I knew it. I told y'all this. Come on. I told y'all this. Barca's going to win. Light work. Easy money. Come on, son. Not that I'm not trying to disrespect Liverpool. I like that Liverpool team. Legendary team. But it wasn't beating Barca, though. Come on now. Come on. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. If you thought Liverpool was going to win, stop playing with me. Anyways, the highlight of that game, the main man, Lionel Messi, proving once again how the greatness just runs in his veins like he's jogging in denim. Come on. You know the bars. You know where that come from. No, the real ones know. Anyways, man, 2 goals, and to put the icing on top of the cake, this man scores a 600 club goal for Barcelona with a free kick. Top left corner against Alisson, the man that has, 19 clean sheets in the Premier League this season? This man Messi is, now this is raising the question. A lot of people, even the ones who have Pele and R9 and Ronaldo and all these different players at the top of their list now are kind of changing their minds. Is Messi the greatest player of all times? Listen, it's very hard to say no. It's very hard to say no. The only argument that you would have, there's 2 arguments against Messi being the GOAT, undisputed GOAT. He hasn't left Barcelona when a lot of these other players has. Zidane played in different teams. R9, Ronaldo is a pure example of a guy who's dominated in different teams. He hasn't left Barcelona. So, that's kind of iffy. And the second thing is, he hasn't won anything for Argentina. He made it to the World Cup final. Missed some chances. Didn't win the whole thing. So it kind of, it's weird, but it also brings up the conversation of, should we even have a GOAT? Should we keep comparing these players? I mean, it's fun and it's just part of football culture. But at this point, it's just it's so hard. Do we even need to talk about it? Do we even need to designate a GOAT? Just one person at the top? I don't think we should. All the eras differ, and there's different situations. It's not a one person. It's not like boxing. And even in boxing, there's so many different factors to it. Anyways, for the first time actually this season, let's talk about some Dutch football because Ajax are doing so well. Why not, man? And they just keep the ball rolling. And they just won this weekend the Dutch Cup with a 4-0 win against Willem. 4-0, won the cup. They got Champions League this week, second leg. They have the 1-0. All I'm saying is, Ajax are doing their thing this season. I don't know if y'all watching. Ajax is putting in work. And it's John's first trophy with the club. Now, he's going to Barca. Bro, this kid is going to win so much more. So many more trophies. But I'm actually really happy for them. I mean, I hope that, who knows, maybe Porto, maybe Galatasaray, all these other teams from other European countries, I want to see them succeed. That's why I'm pushing so much in La Liga for Getafe to make top 4. Because I like seeing those underdogs come up. Because you don't see all the work they put in, but to have to compete at the highest level against teams who obviously have some advantages. I mean, when you're playing against a team that has Messi, Ronaldo, like there's a lot going against you. But still being able to go toe-to-toe with them, and not only that, really beat them is super admirable. Like you know that they really put in work for that, and that's what I admire the most. That's why I want to see these teams do great. But anyways, let's go into the Champions League, and a thriller, amazing, dramatic, incredibly stressful game. I can't even imagine how Liverpool fans felt during that match against Newcastle, but they got the W. They won that game 3-2 with an 86th minute goal header from Origi. Man, this man, that's not just Origi. It's just the fact that Firmino's injured. Salah, shout out to Salah, man. He got a head injury, questionable for the next Liverpool match in the Champions League, which is just it's so unlucky. And he got injured in the final last year. Oh my God. I really hope he can be okay and clear to play in that game. Liverpool scored first, then Newcastle, then Liverpool, then Newcastle, and then Origi in the 86th, and then Klopp going to everybody. Yo. And now, Manchester City have Leicester to play today. When this video is up today, they're playing Leicester. Now, if Man City lose or draw, this last game will be a classic. Classic certified top football games in history. If Manchester City don't manage to, whether they win or not, this is going down to the last game of the season. The very last game. Liverpool playing Wolves, Man City playing Brighton. This is really going down. It's pressure, and it's incredible to see how this all developed during the season, and how Liverpool at some point, everybody was like, nah, it's clearly Liverpool are winning this. And then they slipped a couple times. They lost one game the whole season, bro. One game. Man City lost 4, but because of all the draws that Liverpool got, now they're 1 point, they're 2 points. They're 1 point behind Man City. 2 points when they win and they have a game. It's incredible. Man, I can't wait for that last game, man. Tune in, because I'm going to be right here talking about it when it happens. But also some more good news for Chelsea. They secured their spot in the top 4 alongside Man City and Liverpool with their 3-0 win over Watford. So congratulations to them. Shaky season for Chelsea, but they can breathe a sigh of relief now. Can't say the same about Manchester United, who officially are out of the top 4 race. Now, they're going to be playing Europa League next year. And this goes to show, man, Mourinho is somewhere I told y'all, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And a part of me wanted to believe that there has to be a certain level of blame for the players too. But it's premature. I won't say too much about the whole Manchester United situation because it's so weird. It fluctuates so much. They started out so well with Ogun, and then the rest of the season just hasn't been favorable to them. They've been losing a lot. De Gea is out of form. It's just been a weird emotional roller coaster for the Reds. But I really hope that because of just the dynasty, because of the history, I hope that they could get back on in next season. I'm expecting big things from them. If Pogba doesn't leave, then they have a strong squad. They just need to figure out what the hell is going on wrong with them, of why they're not performing well and why they're so inconsistent. But now that basically leaves Tottenham and Arsenal fighting for that top 4 spot. That's incredible. rivals, like teams who absolutely hate each other, fighting for a spot in the Champions League. And if Tottenham somehow wins the Champions League, they really won't have to worry about that. But still, when it comes to like the Premier League, that holds weight. Arsenal have been a little more consistent during these last few games, which Tottenham hasn't been too much. You know, they lost this weekend also 1-0. I still think somehow there's a magic, there's like an unluck with them, but still they have this magical thing that they just pull something out of a hat and then top four. And now let's move on to the Bundesliga. Dortmund.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
And now on to women's football. Now there's a lot of women teams who just capped off their season, champions of their respective leagues. Let me just list them real quick for y'all. Manchester City, congratulations to those ladies for winning the English Women's FA Cup. And also to Lyon for winning the Division 1 Féminine. And also Atletico Madrid for winning La Liga Femenina. Congratulations. Also big congratulations to Juventus women for winning the Serie A Femminile. I got that right. And also for Wolfsburg's women's team for winning the Frauen Bundesliga. Congratulations to those ladies. I really, really hope that in the future, the football world puts a little more focus and respect on the women's game. I mean, they work really, really hard. We got the Women's World Cup coming up in the summer, I know, which is going to be super exciting. Definitely going to cover all of that alongside the Copa America this summer, alongside with the African Cup of Nations. Oh, International Football Summer 2019 is going to be crazy, but definitely women's game is up there, all right? Let's start supporting the ladies a little bit more. Come on. And now let's bring it all the way back over here in the MLS. We're talking the LA teams right now. LAFC and LA Galaxy both lost their games this week, dropping points a little bit. But because we're getting at this point of the season where it's shaping, you know, some teams have like 20 points, 17. You know, it's still very early to decide anything, but we're kind of seeing who's dominating right now. Despite both of their losses, they're still dominating in the Western Conference, first and second. LAFC is first, and LA Galaxy is second. Ibrahimovic killing it, Carlos Vela, all these boys. But in the Eastern Conference, you got Philly on top right now after beating New England 6-1. DC is also first. They both got 20 points. So we're seeing how kind of some of these teams, DC, Atlanta is coming up there again. NYCFC is, you know, they're trying. They're like, I believe, 5th place right now. It's shaping up quite nicely, but I want to see the competition pick up a little bit more, the intensity, more skills, more highlight reels, okay? Bring in more excitement, but I'm liking the way the season is shaping up right now, and I can't wait to see the rest of it, covering it a lot more for the remainder of the year. So tune in for that. Football fans, like literally, that was not even for acting. Like that was, football fans really had to breathe a sigh of relief this week because we got some worrying news that Iker Casillas was taken to the hospital in Porto after he had a heart attack during a training session. Jeez. When I got that news, man, I was like, no. We're not going through this. It's not happening right now. Like, he's going to be good. Give me the good news. And then I read a lot of the articles about it. He was taken to the hospital, stable condition. He was completely fine and, you know, just recuperating. They were keeping them in there for a little bit just so, you know, not to rush anything. After you had a heart, you know, it takes a toll on your body. But happened in training. There was outbursts of support from the whole football community. Even Real Madrid and Mourinho spoke out a few days later saying how he immediately called when he heard the news. So it's good to see that, as always, everybody supporting each other, especially a big legend like Casillas. I mean, just certified. If we had like a football Hall of Fame, he would definitely be on it. Like first generation Hall of Famer. Like this guy was incredible. Won Spain's first World Cup with them. Just did incredible things with Real Madrid. And I just hope that he gets better and that he really, you know, I can even say take care of himself more. I mean, who takes care of themselves more than like the professional athletes? I just hope that things like that just don't happen and that they can monitor it. And overall in football, that all the players stay safe, man. And last but not least, another Spain legend, Xavi Hernandez, has announced his retirement in football. This guy, shout out to him, man. Incredible player for Barcelona, just an icon in the world of football, and I can't wait to see what he's gonna do as a manager, because he's announced that he is gonna move on into more of that managerial spot, and who knows, maybe coach Barcelona one day. But I'm excited to see what holds for the future for him. Guys, that's pretty much it for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. Drop a like for it. Comment down below, questions, comments, whatever you have. Do you think Messi is the GOAT? How do you think the Champions League is gonna unveil? All of that good stuff. Also, make sure you check out the music and the social media in the description below. But I will see all you wonderful people next time on Goal. Peace.
Count up the dead, fresh out.